We are going to be on page 65 in your notebook, and it is going to be the page that says amphibians. It's our graphic organizer that says amphibians. Yesterday when we filled this out, pushing your chair, sit up. Yesterday when we filled this out, we were writing along the things, all the things that were, let us know that creature was an amphibian. Was a fish yesterday. Backbones, fins, gills, cold-blooded. Those were things, characteristics of a fish. Today, we're going to fill this out for characteristics of an amphibian. And we're going to go through our reading, and we're going to read chapter 7 today. Sound good? Everybody go ahead and open up or grab out your reader. That's going to be important. Grab out your reader. Grab it out. You're going to need both pieces out today, your activity notebook and your reader. Grab it out. And I want you to open to the table of contents. What are you opening up to?
Table of contents.
Where can we find the table of contents in our book?
In the beginning of the book.
At the very beginning, right? As you're getting it out, what is the purpose of the table of contents? Joey, super loud. What does the table of contents do?
It tells you what chapter it is and what page you can find it on, what the chapter is called.
Yep, what chapter, what it's called, what page you can find it on. Everybody put your finger on chapter 7, where it says chapter 7. The title of chapter 7, or when we get there, it's our heading, is called
Amphibians.
Just by that, we can take that heading and we know that we're going to be reading about what?
Amphibians.
We're going to be reading about amphibians. It's that clue to what we're going to read today. Which page can I find my reading on?
58.
Page 58. Now, some of you have sticky notes in there. When you go to take those off, take them off so carefully, because if you just pull it off, you're going to rip the pages, okay? I'm just noticing as I look around. Go ahead and turn to page 58.
Like the diagram.
Go ahead and turn to page 58. It's not a big deal if you do or not. Page 58. Everybody point to the heading on page 58. That is an example of a text feature. That text feature your finger is on is called a
Heading.
The heading gives you a preview of what you're about to read. It's kind of saying like, hey, you're going to read more information about
Amphibians.
amphibians. Great. We're about to read about those amphibians in our story today, okay? What other, just quick preview of this, what other text features can you identify on this page? Cooper. We see bold words. What else can we see?
Bold words.
What are some of the words that are bold on this page? Brock.
Amphibians.
We see amphibians. Put your finger on one of the many amphibians that we see on this page. It'd help if you were on the correct page, Griffin. Good. Kaylin, what else do we see? We see temperature. Is that bold? There it is. I found it because it was bold. It didn't take me long. Temperature. Very good. What else do we see, Joey?
Survive.
We see survive. Again, didn't take me long because it's bold. Very good. We're going to pause there. Third graders, I'm going to just leave this here and talk to you a little bit about it. Today we're going to come across a few words that I want to go over. The first one is the word amphibian. Amphibian actually means two lives, right?
Yeah.
Now, it just means that they can live on land and they've lived in
Water.
That's why they say they've lived two lives. They've been in two separate places. Their habits change. Their body changes. They change. Another word I want to go over is hibernate. Stand up if you've heard the word hibernate before. Good. Almost everyone in our room or everyone in the room has heard of the word hibernate. Hibernate means that you just spend a season or a period of time what?
Sleeping.
Sleeping or hibernating. Good. Have a seat. Our next word is to survive. Anybody survive? Survive just means that you're going to continue to live. If you survive, you continue to live. And the last one is a word we already came across today in our reading, which is tadpole. What do we know about tadpoles? Paula, what do we know about tadpoles?
We know that they spend their lives in water.
Yep, their tadpoles are in water. And what do tadpoles transform into, guys? The frogs or the toads. Very good. As we read today, we're going to be thinking about special characteristics of amphibians. and we're going to add it to our graphic organizers, okay? Here's what we are going to do today. We are going to begin with chapter 7. Read through chapter 7. Remember, this is to get done, this graphic organizer. Things that are specific to an amphibian. Can it be things that other animals share too?
No.
Yeah, like yesterday we put that a fish was a vertebrate on there, or a vertebrate. But we also know that amphibians are also. So is it okay to put it on there even though vertebrate describes more than amphibians? So these are things that describe amphibians. It can be repeated from other things as well. You guys are going to fill it out as you go today. Sound good? We're going to take a quick pause. Today, students are reading chapter 7 in the classroom as a group, so they're reading it with different people and going over some discussion questions. At home, you can read chapter 7 to yourself, and I will post the discussion questions that they'll be doing on the Google Classroom for you to go ahead and answer. But make sure you guys are also filling out that graphic organizer with amphibians. So filling out the characteristics of an amphibian as you guys go through the reader today. That's going to be really important as we start to classify those animals and learn about each different group.